Hello everybody, this is SeetherCord here, and welcome to episode 5 of SeetherRambles. We're about the halfway point now of getting to 10 whole episodes, and so far with episode 5, I'd say it's going pretty good. Been uploading almost every week, only missed like 2 or so weeks with this, so it's not really that difficult of a series to make, but making good progress considering how bad of procrastination I am. Anyways, let's just get right on to what we gotta discuss today. Overall, this past week, kind of a difficult one. If I had to give like an overall week recap for each week following each episode, this past week's has to probably be the most difficult I probably had this whole year. Since 2019, this week has to be the most difficult out of all of them. The reason I say that is because I've been going through a lot of like frustrating difficulties. Not like it's like gonna affect my livelihood or anything. It's just been difficult and like having to deal with like solving certain issues with certain people, having some relationship problems, having some financial problems and all, work's kind of screwing me over, having difficulties with keeping my relationship with my girlfriend afloat was a little difficult. But let me just let you guys know that both of those issues are fixed now. Don't need to worry about anything. Everything's fine. It's just, I'm not going to go into detail about what exactly happened. It's just that it's just part of life when you have like relationships and also financial stuff going on. Like from time to time, there's going to be issues and you just got to work through them. And thankfully I did with both of them. I just want to add that, my God, it was like a freaking nightmare dealing with those things this past week. So overall, very difficult week. Tried my best to not let it impact getting videos uploaded. I think I only missed like one upload this past week because of it. So not as bad. I still was able to get through some of it and upload in the end for the most part. So I'll give myself credit on that. But yeah, overall, it was a difficult week. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I overcame it. And I just want to tell you guys so I can like vent it and kind of explain why we missed like one upload this past week on the main channel. Another reason that I want to mention about how difficult of a week it was for me is because it started to make me think about my state of being on YouTube and what I want to do with it in the future. And to let you guys know, I've been kind of having doubts about continuing YouTube. Not really anymore. I highly doubt that I'm going to like leave YouTube anytime soon. I think I still got a couple more years on this platform because I still have a lot that I want to give out to you guys. It's just that while I was going through all those issues as of lately, I thought about over time like quitting, not immediately and like out of nowhere, just like over time slowly stop uploading. And the reason why for that was because it's just thinking about myself as a person and thinking about like how nobody's really perfect, and when you put yourself out on YouTube, you're kind of like putting yourself up on a minefield of being like criticized and being put into drama. And thinking about the whole Pro Jared thing and James Charles thing, it made me think like, oh man, what if like one personal flaw about me gets leaked out onto the internet and then everyone just starts hating on me and I get like a bunch of hate like Pro Jared and James Charles. I know this is like the third video I've mentioned about them, but it's kind of relatable right now with how freaking cancel culture is a thing, or like how you can build up your freaking audience and personality on YouTube and then just out of nowhere, it just all goes away because of the fact that you make like one mistake or like you get exposed for something you did. It can be of any sense. Like I would say that Pro Jared, what he did was like extremely bad. James Charles, not as much, but still kind of bad. So they kind of deserve some hate for it. But for the most part, sometimes YouTubers get hate just for having different opinions or just having certain flaws that everyone has. And it's just the cancel culture thing. And I really don't want to like screw up as badly because I feel like if I screw up a little too bad or like get shown like at least some form of like not perfection, then a bunch of people are going to start hating on me, and it's kind of overwhelming a little bit. Not saying that I can't take criticism from other people. It's just that like having this whole like hate mob or cancel culture go on, like how Pro Jared and James Charles went through, it just makes me like nervous and paranoid about it. It also kind of goes into the reason why I don't really ever stream. I know I said I made an update video talking about how I was going to start streaming in 2019 this year, but I never really got around back to doing it. And the reason why is because I'm actually really nervous to stream because it's kind of weird to have people see me live. I can't just in a video edit stuff and then post it later and cut out all like the stuff that could be a little questionable or make me feel like I made some mistakes. Because if you screw up on live stream, it's done, and it's very paranoid to have that happen. It really is, and it's scary because I feel like live streaming is where you need to go on YouTube if you want to get some success. And you can still get some success by doing other things besides live streaming on YouTube and Twitch and all. But however, for the most part, that's where a lot of people are going, and I can't really pushed myself enough to like get to live streaming yet, because it's nerve-wracking, and the fact that every time you stream you take yourself that one chance, that chance to where you could potentially end up screwing up, or something could happen on stream that you don't want to happen, then you get banned, or then you get hate. Like Ninja, back when Fortnite was still a big thing, Ninja, he almost got suspended from Twitch because he was on stream, and then someone just randomly came into his stream and started saying a bunch of like racial slurs and stuff, I think, or maybe he said some homophobic slurs. Either way, it's still bad, and he almost got banned, and you can't really undo that, and he had like no control over that. And it's scary because when you go into these streams, you don't know what's going to happen, and it's really nerve-wracking overall. But still, I'm gonna continue making YouTube videos. Don't worry, it's just live streaming. I'm going to try to push myself a little more to get back into it in the future. Probably not the near future, but maybe in the late future. It's just that it has to be baby steps, because it's just live streaming is definitely like a really paranoid thing for me, because it's a lot different than just like making a video and putting it on YouTube later in post-production. So yeah, one last thing I want to discuss for this episode of SeetherRambles for today is to talk about YouTube and all, kind of relating to the last thing I said, how I'm not leaving YouTube. And you guys don't need to worry about that, because even though ad revenue is still kind of low and all, and like Patreon support is doing good, it's a lot better, like slightly better than before I made the announcement and all. And Coffee, I've gotten like 1 or 2 donations on there, so that's good too. However, YouTube ad revenue is not at its best right now, and I'm not getting as much financial support for my videos, but I'm going to still continue doing it because I still love doing this for every one of you guys, and it matters to me more than the money and all. And I'm just like, can't stop now. But also, you don't need to worry about me leaving, because I have an IRL job and I make a decent amount of money there, to where it helps financially support both me with getting all my bills paid and going to college, and also just making videos for you guys. I would like a little more through Patreon and Coffee. If you really do want to support, I would really appreciate it. But again, you don't have to, and don't think that like the videos are going to end if you don't donate. It's just that you can get a lot more out of my content if you do donate. So yeah, and that's the thing with Patreon and Coffee. Also with Patreon, if you still want to get some of the rewards, or if you still want to get a new video made by me that's completely your own idea, just donate $10. Also maybe get some behind the scenes stuff. I posted some scripts a couple days before they go up on there, so if you want to check those out, go check them out then. Procrastination, give a little update to that. Procrastination is still a little bit bad, not as bad as it was the week prior to this. It got a little better. Again, even with like all the stress of like having such a bad week earlier on in the week, and all the emotions and stuff that went into it, and the problems and everything, I still was able to get most of the videos out I wanted to get out this week. So even with that kind of like, what's the word, handicap, I still was able to get a decent amount of stuff done. So I'll give myself credit on that. And that pretty much overall wraps up this episode of I can't speak for some reason today. SeetherRambles, episode 5. Pretty short video compared to most of them, but it's alright, I guess, in my opinion. About 7 or so minutes, not bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, please consider donating to my Patreon page and my Coffee, hitting that like button, turning on that notification bell, and subscribing all together. I've been SeetherCord, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Over here, jump over there. To grab that one, and we don't have any fucking magic. That's just great. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I gotta do this shit all over again, because everything in this fucking dungeon or temple I've been having, I keep saying dungeon. Everything in this fucking temple, I gotta deal with it just being all like, nope, you gotta do it a second time, because you got to. Go do a dummy. Anyway.